Ahoy there, I'm Tiny Pirate and welcome back to Forest Village. It's year 9, I ran forward a little bit because I was really keen to see, I don't know, how things would work, and I wanted to show you guys something fresh. So a few things have changed. First of all, I got in a fishing lodge over here, and I chucked down a little cool walkway. It's one of the things you can do under here. And I put down this walkway so they have a little bit of a shorter route to get home. I've had to put in another barn and this small shed here because the peasants were filling up the other one and we were running out of space for food because we've produced quite a ton. So it's been very busy. Everyone has been cracking into the food production and all this kind of stuff. So we do have a lot of busy farmers out there. And our orchardists are going very well as well. We also have our bakery going, well, our clothier going, our bakery here, and I put in another one here because I didn't want the woodworkers anymore. We've now got a little smithy, and this guy is very busy making decent quality tools for us, so we always have heaps of them. So I took out the woodworking guy, put in another bakery, and they're making fish pies, because fish pies, if you look at the calories, fish pie is 25 calorie or 1000 calorie. The meat pie is 41 kcal, and I don't have really enough meat to do that yet. I'd love to get into a vegetable pie. Look at that, it's pretty good, 56 calorie kcal, but I need eggs, so that's why we're going to build a chicken coop here. And what I discovered was that with the modify sort of raise ground tool, you can sort of tell the game to raise ground, even ground that's sort of deep in the water, and that's something new, I think. Prior release or early access, it couldn't do this, which was kind of annoying. And what that has meant is I've built this fishing lodge out on a causeway just to try and get the most sea space available in the hope that that produces the most fishies for us. And over here you can see I've even cut down the land here, dug it out, provide more room for the fish is what I'm hoping. I don't know if it's going to work, but I don't know, we seem to be doing okay on fish. Now, I do think it's about time we need more housing as well. I have 2 of these very large houses in here, and they've been keeping everyone very happy. And over here, I have a healer's shop, which I leave pretty much permanently staffed. And he's kept a few people from getting horribly sick, which is awesome. I have 2 of these charcoal furnaces going, just to keep up with everyone's demands, because they do like to take charcoal from me and burn it in their fires to keep warm. And this guy needs it for his tool making as well, the blacksmith, which I'm going to turn off now. I think I'll turn off a couple of these people and just crank them back to peasants, because I will have some building jobs to do soon. So fields are being dug, good. And over here, I kind of want to find a spot for more accommodation because we're a little bit short. So the chicken coop will come in over here. I've put up a fence here, this wooden fence, which exists under this fence panel here, because, oh, I forgot about these pillars. Oh, that could be, oh, it doesn't quite fit. Oh, what a shame. Wooden pillar, can't build in that area. They're good for corners, and I've kind of messed it up. Oh well, never mind. See, can't even fit one in there, which is a shame. But these fences are here to stop animals getting in and eating chickens, which you'll see. The chickens, they're very vulnerable to animal attack. And I also have a hunting lodge here. And that's just to keep animals out of the village. It's not producing much in the way of food for us, which is a shame. I'm going to drop the maximum population down to 1. I might put another hunting lodge over in the woods or sort of over here somewhere near our forester's lodge. And I've also put together a herbalist hut here. The herbalist will gather herbs for us, but I haven't really needed. We started off with heaps, and the healer hasn't used very many so far. We're fine on lumberjacking, got tons of that. Healing is fine. School has 1 student. That's not the best, but that's okay. Once we've cleared out, there we go, we can start to see here now. So let's take a poll of this location. I like how you can really nicely see the mesh now. That's a new thing. Much improved over the original early access release. Okay. That's going to keep someone busy for not very long, because we've got that sped up thing going on. We can get the old chickens going. So let me see. Can't go that way. Here we go. just... Oh, I feel like... Oh, just... Why can't we do that one more slight... I'm going to fix that. One more slight rise. Please. Please, game. There we go. And over here? Great. That stuff's been cleared out. We'll be able to fit another house in. Nice and neat tucked in behind here. And that's going to give us tons of extra growth, which I think we need. We're getting a lot of older people, a few kids coming through, but they're going to age relatively quickly, and we don't want to have our population get hit by some massive aging bubble as everyone gets old and dies all at once. Well, I think I've got the right size going on for the chicken coop I'm now putting in, and now I can fit in an apiary, which is really awesome as well. So I've got a road that's going to come down here. I'll need a bit of space, like one, so that, well, I might let them build it first, I think. They can crack on and build, and once they've built it, we will see where we can fit roads and what have you. We don't want to cut off access. If you can't access your stuff, then the game becomes kind of grumpy about what you're doing. Probably won't need much more than that. I've also been really cheeky, and I thought, well, the way to get around this fishery problem here is to put, I don't know, a pier out and to, well, reclaim the land there, and then to put the fishing on the end of it, which makes us sort of a little bit like, I don't know, the Dutch, right? Sort of just recreating our own territory from the sea, especially when it's so quick like that to do. A little bit unfair perhaps, but I got so tired of waiting for terraforming in the last game. It really discouraged me from doing any. Alright, you guys do that. We'll run a road down there eventually, and we'll tear this down. And this is going to have, like, wow, this is going to be brilliant fishing opportunities. Okay, so you got, awesome, we got one person. Only need one for this? Yes, we do. Good, we hit the right size. So those chickens are going to multiply. It's time for an apiary. 23 by 11. I'm going to make sure the entrance is in the right spot. I like that. That seems to be a good idea. So builder's going to come in and do that. Meanwhile, hey, look at this. This is looking, I know it's looking a little weird, to be honest. But what I will do is cut where are you? To cut a ramp to make it kind of easier for people to get up there. No. Here we go. Bonk. There we go. It doesn't look like it, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's going to be a bit of terraforming to come in here, and it will hopefully produce a relatively nice looking spot. Meanwhile, a house can go in facing... Which way does it face? This way? I think it faces this way. We'll try and get it kind of neat. Where do you... That is where you line up. So, there we go. And we're going to need a bunch of people building to do that. Now, I'd want to keep an eye open. You're trying to plant potatoes again. I would rather you plant... actually, I don't know. Maybe wheat, if you can do it. I think we might be onto our second... Yes, we're onto our second harvest of flax, which is amazing. And I suspect as well, possibly a second harvest of oats, or maybe first. But wow, that's an absolute ton. We still have a bucket load of vegetables, so that's brilliant news for us. Okay, so, oh look, we got someone who is sick, so I better make sure... Oh, they're already actually in the... They're in the facility. Good. Oh, can we take control of someone? I'm going to take control of you. Can we walk inside... Walk inside our house here. Who's being healed? Is someone in trouble? Oh yes, well there's a doctor in here, or is it the sick person? Can I help you? Can I help you, young man? Or young... I don't know what you are. I've got an inventory of herbs. We're going to put them at your feet, or something like that. Interact with you. I think we now became a doctor. I don't know, maybe. Can we do a little dance? Oh, yes, we can. Oh, that's weird. Now let's do number 6. What is number 6? Oh. Okay. I'm hoping he feels better. Perhaps the doctor is in there and fixing them, or will be soon. Oh, look, here is the beehives. Let's put that on there. We got, oh, 2. We need 2 apiarists. That's kind of a shame. Oh, never mind, I suppose. It looks like a lot of potential honey hives. Beehives. I like the authentic old-fashioned look of it. That's lovely. Is someone... Are they going to get dressed up for it special? Oh, I can't tell. They're already gone. And we have honey in here. Wonderful. So I can see we also have a bunch of meat has now arrived with that new hunter. So I'm going to switch over to meat pies. What does a honey pie take? Honey pies are 39 cal. Meat pie is 41. So honey pie could be fine. But for now, meat pie is a preferred source of vegetables and what have you. Okay, so these guys are all harvesting very hardcore. And some apples are coming in. I have a... I wish they were a little bit more aggressive with the apples. I don't feel we get enough harvest out of the apples, but that's okay. It's a problem for us to solve another day, I suspect. So winter is setting in, and I can see that the chickens still need someone to tend them. The hives don't, so I can put people on other duties, and I switch around our farmers too. Put the hunters up, because why not? Oh, no, can't do that. Farmers, go just do some random idling. What are you on there? You're on... I could put you on 2. And the other hunter's hide is on... Oh, I'll put that on 3. That seems sensible-er. Cool. Now, fishing... Oh, fishing village is here. Okay, cool. So, no one's working there yet, but as soon as we take down this one... I suspect someone will head over there and start operating from the new facility. And that really needs a stone road all the way along this edge, which I'm hoping lays down. It's a bit hard to see when it's all covered in snow. Tools are fine. Seamstress needs to be working, however. And, oh, tools are actually not fine. We do actually need that smith on, which means we're going to need a couple of people working the forges as well to cook up the charcoal. And builder, not super great. That's okay. We got a few people spare. Cattle still need to be tended. And the chickens have multiplied. And eggs are starting to slowly pile up. This is very good. I think we're doing very well in the mid-game. And we're not overly stretching ourselves, which is also very important. A little ramp went up here, which means it can take a road. Or at least, maybe it can take a road. I think the well might be blocking it, but that's okay. They'll be fine anyway. And then across the front. Excellent. Okay, is that actually built? It looks like it's built. People have already moved in. It's 8 out of 10 people in it. 9 out of 10 people. Damn, I want to get rid of these houses, but I can't do so now. I'd leave someone homeless, which would be fairly catastrophic. Could I get another house in? This might be a bad idea, but I'm willing to try. I'm worried that we're seeing, I don't know if you're noticing, but we're seeing a few stillborn kids or those kind of messages are coming through. And I'm worried that it's those really poor houses and they don't produce the best outcomes for our people. I've decided also to relocate the fishing lodge here to the end of a pier because our fish just went bananas. It was up to like 1700, taking a few fishermen off, and we're a few down as we wait for this one because we're a bit short on stone and ore, so we've had people busy doing that, digging up clay as well, which is over there. So we've had to suck down on the resources a little bit. Something that I noticed over here is nearby trees and plants increase honey production. And what do I not have on the end of this sea pier here? Yeah, any nearby trees or plants. So I might grab one of these dudes and see if I can at least... Oh, I'll let you take that honey first, pal. Okay, you got that? Good. I want to plant a tree. What about... Can I get one in here? Nearby... Right, I'll leave you to it now, and I'll come back and see if we can get a veritable small forest clicking around along this path, perhaps. Speaking of which, I can probably take out all but that. So I can get a little forest maybe growing around the edges here and keep these honeybees as productive as possible. And they do, in theory, need one more person there, but I'm not sure. I think I might just leave them for now. I've got bigger fish to fry. Child died during birth. See, that's the thing I'm worried about. So, another tree. There you go. That's what I'm worried about because of this poor quality housing. But this house here is coming up now. Can we take this down? I think we can. They're already homeless. But it is spring, so it's not too cold, and this building is almost complete. See, I want them to go straight in. I don't want anyone else to kind of move in and take this spot. So we'll see how that works. Meanwhile, this project I'm going to put on pause. I think we just want this one complete. I don't want anyone else distracted. You just give the hurry up to everyone. Alright, and I'm a little bit low on meat, so, and flour to be fair, so I've put the this guy here, the bakery, over onto bread. It can handle just using grain. Everyone else needs flour, so as you can see, we have a few meat pies, and the fish pies are coming back in stock as well. And I could probably move someone over to, well, I could move this one over to honey pies, which I will do in due course. Beatrice died in an accident. So basically, when you go down these mines, like the stone quarry here, there's a risk of death, and it does seem to strike them down reasonably frequently. 8 kids coming up through the ranks, though, so they should replace them. Good. That house is complete. 8 out of 10 people in it already. 9 out of 10. Ah, that's so annoying. And we've got a full 4 in there. So I'm kind of, I'm reluctant to mess around with them for now. These guys can move out once the builders are ready. So I've just noticed we're basically out of tools, which is very annoying. We got very low on ore, but the smith is... we're out of the raw stuff as well, so we need someone working there. So we have plenty of charcoal, and I chucked in another little charcoalery on the coast here. I like fitting these little buildings in. Meanwhile, how are our tiny trees going? We've got 2 people here tending, which is great. And you, come plant a tree for me. It's Arbor Day. Alright, get a tree down there. There you go. Now carry on with your business. They have torn down this house here. Don't think I can fit... Oh, I can. Actually, can I? Can I neatly fit one in? I think I can. Let me have a look. I don't want to squish over onto that road. Oh. Good. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Great. That shouldn't be too much in the way of resources. Wonderful. Just need to have someone actually do the building on it. So the house came up very quickly. It is currently 5 of 5 occupied. Again, that's a real pain in the neck. It is early fall. Can I afford to take down this one? I think I can. Got no other building projects, so... I could... I'd actually be more inclined to take down this one and then leave a little bit of space here for something else. Possibly a barn. Possibly just more roading. So, I better put a builder on it. Need that one to come down quite promptly. Down comes the house. And we will replace it with a better house. Alright, so let me see. Where will it go that's going to be tidy? Let me just check. Got to be very careful and shifty. Don't want to crowd into the other housing. And in fact, I don't see any homeless icons around, so I'm guessing that everybody moved into another facility, which is great. And we, unfortunately, we actually have a ton of babies coming through. It's just as well we have a lot of food because children eat a lot and they don't do very much. They don't really do much for you, so they can be a real pain in the neck. Can I get something resembling like a road here, guys? Anything? Yeah, I'll take any semblance of a... Yeah, that'll do. Something like that. And this house is coming up very fast. Wonderful. I'm very pleased. That leaves only one bad house. And I'm wondering if it has the same footprint as a... let's see if I can take it down. Anyone homeless? No, I don't think so. A few pies building up. Lovely. So with that house down, which isn't taking very long at all, I'm going to check if we can put another barn in. Just a standard barn. Might be a bit of a squeeze. Oh. Can anyone get to the front door? It's definitely... Oh, actually. Is it slightly better that way? That is... We'll turn it that way so it's facing the fields. And... Yes. Oh, excellent. That's wonderful. And I even got room for stone road to go through here. I'm all about the efficiency. And this feels very wonderfully efficient. Good job. Meanwhile, autumn comes in year 10. And I've told them all to harvest everything, but a bit too late. So we have unfortunately lost a whole bunch of useless second season vegetables, or second harvest vegetables and what have you. That's a bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. The honey bees are frozen, so they're all dormant, which means we now have an absolute mess load of people to just throw into random projects, building up supplies. Clothing is fine. Tools, whoa, we destroyed that. Might create a... Whoa, oh my goodness, we're down to almost no kindling, so we'll need a bunch of people working that. We do have quite a bit of charcoal, so they can use that, which will burn. I think we'll just burn a little bit of it. We don't need to do any more smelting or smithing at present. And that leaves us with 6 people to go and do random things. 1 person working, in theory, in the healer's shop, but I don't think they do much. They probably spend most of their time idling and wandering around. And you are idle because you don't have enough stuff. So we'll flick you back to fish pies. I'll put the hunters up. That's a good thing to do with our spear people. Go hunt those animals in winter. Over here, look, a ton of chickens. And the eggs are starting to build up. So actually, these guys, why don't you try a vegetable pie? Won't be able to produce that many of them, but you'll get a few done, which is good. Meanwhile, the fishing huts are working wonderfully. We are actually losing... I'm going to put these numbers back up. We're not staying ahead of demand on the fish, which isn't the end of the world. But I like to make sure we've got as much fishing going on as we can. Come on, builder. Get this job done. It's looking pretty fantastic. I'm really proud of our little village here. It's a sustained population of 42 adults plus a whole bunch of kids. That's pretty good by me. I haven't done better than that really before everyone starved to death. But that is something we're going to have to watch for in the next episode, I suspect. And in the next episode, I think what I'll also do is get started on the port. So a port is a great facility to... where is it? A port is this huge facility, and what it does is allow us to send expeditions. We have to make a whole bunch of supplies for it. But we can send expeditions off, and... I'd love to be able to chuck it there, but I can't. You send expeditions off, and they can bring back different animals for you to raise. And it's a pretty good deal, so port's going to be fun. And maybe we'll also get a tavern going. I'm thinking over the back here, possibly this side near all this accommodation. And that should be pretty entertaining as well. So I hope you'll stick around, come back next time. Until then, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.